Hey guys, I hope everybody's having a fantastic day. Today we are going to attempt to put some Lex Custom International scales. These are handmade or machine made over in Sweden. Really cool scales. I put them on several knives. These are for the Hogue Deka V2. I didn't have a Hogue Deka V2, but a buddy of mine did. And Lex was nice enough to send these out for me to try, and I wanted to make sure I installed them and see how they look and work, and then send the buddy back the knife with the scale. So I've got a couple of Deka V1s. This is the G Carta Magna Cut, I believe. Yeah, Magna Cut. This is the Warncliffe. They have 4 less screws at least. I think we're T8s all the way around. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take the clip off. And then I'm going to start over here. And we are just going to try to use our Benchmade pivot tool. Don't know if this will work. And we're going to try to do a quick scale swap. So, buckle up. Wish me luck. Hopefully this won't turn into a struggle bus video. Hopefully this will be a nice, smooth, educational journey into my patience, right? So these are slightly contoured and ribbed titanium scales that are Cerakoted. Very nicely done. I've got 3 sets. I've got a set on a mini Adamas. I've got a set on a Benchmade bug out, and I have a set. Here's the Benchmade bug out, and I have a set on my Microtech Ram Lock stitch. Really nice scales. I haven't had any issues yet, which again is another kiss of death. So I'm sure that'll come back to bite us. So what we're going to do is we're going to start with the clip. Nothing to do but just start. I like to keep the screws in the clip, if at all possible. And I apologize, guys. I'm trying to keep this in frame for y'all. But if the knife goes out of frame, I'll bring it back as soon as I can see that I dropped the ball on you. Once we get the clip off, which for some reason for me, I guess because of my dexterity, the clip's always the trickiest part. Okay, so what I'm going to do, close this guy up and take my body screws off. So I'll put this over here. And I'm going to start at the back. Uno. Dos. Tres. Now this first scale should go on, knock on wood, very easily. Clean that pivot up for Jim. Alright, so I'm pushing up. Alright, it is a square pivot. And it's on the bottom. Alright. So what I'm going to do, set that just like that. Pop these in just to hold them into place. Not tightening them down hard. I'm just kind of putting them in there. Making sure I'm putting steady pressure deep down into the screw with the bit so not to get any strippage. All right, so the moment of truth becomes here. If we fumble on our Benchmade pivot tool, OCD for EDC also has these tools in 3D printed that are really, really cool. But if we fumble here, we are fucked because we got to take it all the way apart. So y'all wish me luck. I'm going to set that like that. I'm going to put my Benchmade popper in there, and I'm going to push that bitch out. See how easy that went? Now, we're not halfway there yet because we got to get the pivot back in, but I feel good about it. So now we're going to take out these 3 body screws without, I'm sticking my pin in here so it doesn't fall out. There's probably a much easier way to do this. However, when I'm recording this, it's very late at night. And if y'all have watched my disassembly videos before, you'll notice I'm not the most systematic technical guy, which instead of mocking me, it should give you confidence that if I can do this type of stuff, you guys can do this stuff very easily. So now this is kind of a tricky. I'm going to hold that down. I'm going to try to wiggle this scale off without popping anything unnecessary because I want it. And this has got pocket lint and stuff in it. Jim's he uses his knives. Get my little county comb shimmies. All right, get that off there. Get that on there. And let's go back to our body screws. Then we'll clean our pivot. And see, I can't get even falsely excited yet because the tricky part is getting the pivot back in. That's where when I fumble, should I fumble, that is where I fumble. So this is kind of the scariest part of it because we're so close, but yet so freaking far away. All right. Body screws are in. Pivot tools in. I'm going to, only because that pivot is disgusting, I'm going to put a little alcohol on it, and then we're going to cross our fingers, get our dexterity points in line, and we're going to put this bitch back together for Jim, for my brother Jim. All right. So now, see, the pivot tool is not quite the right diameter, so I'm having to do a little guesswork. This could prove to be our fatal problem, but we're going to kick that a little bit. I'm going to try to line that up the best I can with my eyeballs. Try to push that pivot. All right, we're not going to panic yet. We're getting close to panicking, but we're not going to panic yet. We got the big side now. Bang. We are through, guys. You know what that calls us for? Victory dance. Because we just took a whopping probably 30 minutes off of our assembly. But we're not done yet because I forgot if Jim had this clip right or clip left. Dead nut centered. Black hardware looks good with the scales. I think it's a success. I'm going to clean these up before I send them back to him. And I am going to see if I can tell which side the clip was in. I'm thinking it was in this side, which would be this side, which would be, I don't know. I don't know if Jim carries right or left-handed. But I do know that Jim is the man and he can change a clip if I don't put it in the right way. I hate these split clips, but we make do. It's just hard to get them started. There we go. This is how I would carry it because I'm a righty. And this is the way the scale wear looks like it was installed. So I think we are in the good. Now I'm going to kind of tighten everything down. Not to where it's like torqued to the max. I'm just making sure I don't have any play in those screws. And Jim, as you saw, I did not put any Loctite because I don't use a lot of Loctite. And with Benchmade, I don't have them. On hinderers, on your body screws, always use blue Loctite. They will back themselves out. All right, guys. We're going to take these scales. We're going to drop them in here. We're going to send these to Brother Jim with the his new scales. Put these in our Lex Custom box. No side to side, locked up tight. I think it looks killer. Hope you like it, Jim. Guys, I hope y'all liked the video. I hope it was helpful. Lex Custom International Scales. Thank you guys for trusting me to show off your killer scales and install them. I'll post a link to where you can get these guys. And I will see y'all in the next one. This is just one of our little bonus disassembly videos. Remember, if I can do it, you can do it. Guys, thank you so much. I want to reach out to my channel members and give them a huge thank you. I'll try to find a link for this to put in the description that you can get at Etsy, and I'll also link Justin's OCD for EDC, his Benchmade pivot tools, because they are very handy, as you guys just saw. But anybody, my channel members are the best, but any of you who watch my content are absolutely awesome. So thank you if you take the time to come in and watch my knife and EDC content. I do ask if you have a chance and you haven't yet, hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon down there, and do me the biggest favor. Look out for the guy or gal to your left. Keep an eye out on the guy or gal to your right. Look out for each other. Go forward with love in your hearts. And always choose to bait, not hate. I love you all. Peace.